Alright, so this is the reteach video for the 2.07 OMS math quiz. Please make sure you work out the problems while you watch the video. So the first one here is, remember, with these quizzes there's three different variations, so yours may not be exactly the same, but similar. So the first question, you have 7x equals 2x minus 35. So we need our variables on the same side. Now remember that minus 35 is the same as plus negative. All right, so I need to get the 2x on the other side. That's a positive 2x, so we're going to subtract 2x from both sides. This cancels. Then 7x minus 2x is 5x. And then I have the negative 35. That shows multiplication. The opposite is to divide. So then x is equal to negative 35 divided by 5 is negative 7. Question 2 says, what is the solution to this equation? We have 4x plus 5 is equal to 2x minus 3. You can do the numbers first, but I always like getting the variables on the same side first. So I'm going to do the 2x. It's positive, so I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides. They cancel, and then I have 4x minus this 2x is 2x. And I still have plus 5. And then that minus 3, remember, is negative 3. Two-step equation now. All right, so we're going to subtract the 5 from both sides because it says plus 5. The opposite is to subtract it. That cancels. I have 2x is now equal to negative 3 minus 5. That's the same as negative 3 plus negative 5. Put it into your calculator if you're not sure about those integer rules. It's going to be negative 8. Then we're going to divide as our last step. Divide by 2 on both sides. And then you get, because these 2's cancel, negative 8 divided by 2 is going to get a negative and a positive. The answer is going to be negative 4. All right, the next one, what is the value of m? Okay, so not too bad with the fraction. Don't get worried here. 1/3 m. Oh, well, it is a little different here. So a couple different ways you could do it. If you want to put it into the calculator, you can. The left side would be y is equal to 1/3. You have to use x, remember. And the other one would be 12 minus x. Okay, I'm going to show you a way that you can do this algebraically. Like if I was teaching algebra, this is how I would do it. You can actually multiply both sides by 3. Remember, what you do to one side, you have to do the other to balance it. And 3 times the 1/3 is just going to leave you m, because this cancels. And on here it's the distributive property, so multiply the 3 times the 12, you get 36, and 3 times the m, you have that minus sign, so it's minus 3m. It gets rid of the fractions. I like to get rid of fractions. So then I need to get the 3m to the other side. It's a minus, so I'm going to add, because you have to do the opposite. This is going to cancel. It's like having a 1 here, so the 3 plus the 1 is 4m, and then I have 36. So now we're going to divide by 4 on both sides. This cancels, and we're left with 36 divided by 4 is 9. Hopefully that makes sense. And you can do that with, I think there was one in 2.05 assessment as well. You could do the same thing. It just needs to be a common denominator. Oh, a word problem. Okay, so Beatrice started with 16 pencils and gives X away. Gives away X pencils. Ella started with 36 pencils and gave away 3 times as many pencils as Beatrice did. How many pencils did Beatrice give away, given that they had the same number of pencils left? Okay, so Beatrice started with 16 and gave X away. So I'm going to call her B. So what that would look like is the 16 pencils minus X. We don't know how many she gave away. And then Ella started with 36 and gave away 3 times as many as Beatrice is. If Beatrice gave away X, then Ella gave away 3X. Now they have the same amount, so then those two will be equal. Okay, so remember the minus 3X. Let's bring that to the other side by adding 3X to both sides. This cancels, and this is like having a 1. So the negative 1 and the positive 3 leaves me 2X, and I still have this 16. But now it's plus, because it's a positive 2X. Bring down your 36. I want to leave the variable on that left side, so I need to get rid of the 16. It's a positive, so the opposite is to subtract it. And 36 minus the 16 is 20. All right, and then that shows multiplication. So the last step, we're going to divide by 2. The 2's cancel, and you're left with 20 divided by 2, which is 10 pencils. Okay, next one. Concert R charges an admission fee of $10. So it's going to be the 10 and $6.25 per souvenir brochure. So plus, we don't know how many souvenir brochures. We just know they're going to be $6.25 each. So that X is the unknown. It's our variable. Concert S has an admission fee of $13 and $5.75 for each souvenir brochure. So plus 5.75x. So that's the first step. Write it out. How many souvenir brochures must be purchased in order for the total cost at Concert R and Concert S to be the same? So same means that we want to know when they're equal. So just set these two up to be equal. And we're going to start by, oh, I just wrote that backwards. We're going to start by getting the variables together. So I'm going to subtract 5.75x. Okay, Miss Horton, x. You got to do it from both sides. Use your calculator. All right, this cancels. Then we have 10 plus, and then 6.25 minus 5.75. Put it into your calculator. Should be 0.5 or 0.50. You can just put 0.5. And then you're left with just 13. All right, so now we want to subtract 10 from both sides. This cancels, and I'm going to go ahead and just change that to 0.5x. 13 minus 3 is, 13 minus 10 is 3. All right, and then last step, you can divide by 0.5. Put that into your calculator. What is 3 divided by 0.5? All right, you should get 6 when you put that into your calculator, or maybe you already did. All right, so on this quiz, if you want another attempt, you'll have to email me. Now, if I'm out of town, just be patient with me. I will take care of it as soon as I can.